Um, so brands are trying to make us dream about their products. Oh, um, can you guys sponsor me? I have the same name. Makes so much sense. Please, please do. My email is in the description. So this originally happened back in February during the Super Bowl. There's a certain beer brand, let's call it Chores Bright, that said that the NFL has a sponsored beer brand. Let's call this one Hudgeiser. So Hudgeiser then has a monopoly over all of the beer ads that can run at the actual Super Bowl. So Chores Bright did exactly what I think any human brain would consider to be the right move to make. They said, good morning, everybody. It is that time of the year again.
Ugh.
I know. It's okay. We just can't put our commercials there during the Super Bowl because of Hudgeiser once again. So we need your. Wait, why are we. What? Sorry, boss. Why are we all holding mics? Oh, because if whoever thought of writing this sketch idea didn't think of purchasing a lapel mic to use for this sketch. Oh. So we need your ideas once again. Oh, yeah, we can run a contest with a huge jackpot prize where the announcement of the winner coincides with the Super Bowl so that we can take away some of Hudgeiser's traction. Disgusting. I hate that. Okay. Oh, some of our younger interns have a lot of knowledge on social medias. Maybe they can help create a set of mobile ads that don't feel like they're made by rich, out-of-touch old white men. Kyle, that's fucking gross.
Oh my god, he knows my name.
That is the single worst idea that I've heard today, okay? Just get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else? I got it. Yeah, sure. What if we made them dream about Chores Bright? Son of a bitch. You did it. Oh my god, you did it. I'm so proud of you. Oh my god. You did it. You really did it. So I received this ad a good 3 or 4 times as we were approaching Super Bowl weekend this year, which is already weird since I'm not American. I don't have an interest in football necessarily, and I also don't drink Chores Bright, and I've never spoken about drinking Chores Bright. So, hey, Marky Mark, Zucker Boy,
Zuckerberg.
you weren't listening to my phone properly, man. I know you're doing it, but you weren't listening properly. You didn't send me the right advertisements. Try again, I guess, if you want to. I don't have any control over this. Anyways, I'll quote this article that is saying what Chores Bright was trying to do. They plan to alter the dreams of the nearly 100 million Super Bowl viewers the night before the game, specifically to have them dream about Chores beer in a clean, refreshing mountain environment, and presumably then drink their beer while watching the Super Bowl. Participants in what Chores called the world's largest dream study would get half off on a 12-pack of their brand if they sent the link to a friend who also incubated their dreams. The 12-pack was free. With this campaign, Chores Bright is proudly pioneering a new form of intrusive marketing. This is a never-before-seen form of advertising. Now, this was said by Marcelo Pascoa, the vice president of marketing for Chores Bright. What the fuck? No, thank you, Pascoa. Fuck you, guy. Don't do that. Um, am I supposed to, can I swear on YouTube? I don't remember how that works. Fuck it, I'm gonna censor half of the words. Every other time I curse, I'm gonna censor it. So basically, the ad they were showing at that time was a summary of the sleep study that they did to have people dream about their beer. And this ad by itself is super unsettling, to say the least. They try to treat this as the newest form of technology, as a feat in science and advertising, which I guess they're right. I mean, you can't say that it's not true. It's never been done before. The thing is, they tease us. They actually tease us to make it seem like, oh, we don't know if it will completely work, and then proceed to show us that yeah, it is working. So I don't see the whole point in it. It doesn't make any sense. So let's just take a look at the ad, shall we?
Me and my mom are in a helicopter. It's snowing. We jump out of the helicopter and just start skiing down the mountain.
I don't like that. Why did they start on this with no context? They were being so cheeky there. They were trying to be so quirky about it. Oh, you guys know the competitor. You guys know that Chores Bright can't compete with this. So they found a different way to screw over the consumer.
Do you think it's possible to put a big game commercial in someone's dream?
It would be possible.
Basically, this ad just introduced us to a woman named Dr. Deidre Barrett. She is a dream psychologist. And I must say, after a quick Google search, it's very simple to find that she works at Harvard Medical School. She's one of the faculty members there. So, oh my God, she knows what she's talking about. So this legitimizes the entire ad to some capacity. And okay, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get called out on being an idiot because it is strongly possible that Dr. Barrett was just hired to be a part of this ad and didn't actually provide any scientific input or any actual help in the study itself. That's totally plausible. That makes a lot of sense as well. However, for my sake and yours as consumers, let's assume that this is real and it's the worst case scenario. And so the way that they introduce Dr. Barrett to us as well is just so corporate, and they're trying to be self-aware. As consumers who are aware of the digital age, most people in Gen Z, most millennials have an understanding on how media can control various things. So we have an understanding that this is just lies, that they wrote this in a way to make it seem self-aware when in fact that self-awareness is toxic to some degree. So when they say, is it possible to put a big game commercial in someone's dream? And then Dr. Barrett says, it would be possible. Fuck you, Chores Bright, for trying to be cheeky about it, okay? They're gonna be like,
ooh, we might succeed at the seemingly awful advertising practice where we can manipulate the safe space of many people when they're unconscious.
like, stop. We know that you can do it. You wouldn't make this ad in the first place if it didn't work. That would just be the most ridiculous concept of an ad if you just were like, hey, we're trying to do this thing. It didn't work. Watch it anyway. Here you go. A failed scientific experiment that shows that our company didn't think it through. They are not going to do that. So they made this tongue-in-cheek, cheeky. They made this in a way that they tried to make the audience feel dumb, as though we are not expecting this to fully work.
I'm Deirdre Barrett. I'm a dream psychologist. I teach courses on dreams and do dream research.
Yeah, you do.
My doctorate is in clinical psychology.
Yes, it is. Go
and
on.
I'm editor-in-chief of their journal, Dreaming. When first approached me, they wanted to know if it would be possible to incubate an ad in a dream. I told them that there is a way, if you've got cooperative subjects, to do dream incubation and influence their dream content.
With the way that that was being phrased right there, I'm kind of worried now that Dr. Barrett actually did have a hand in the sleep study, and then it wasn't just her interviewed as a professional for the ad itself. If that's the case, I am genuinely afraid that a professional in the scientific realm would be willing to do something like this, but I'm still hesitant to believe that Dr. Barrett actually was a part of this.
Do I think planting dreams into people is ethical?
So it looks like Chorus Bright is trying to do more self-aware bullshit with the visual artist that they brought in to make all the stimulus videos that people would watch before they actually go to sleep for the study. The whole way that they are trying to make him seem all quirky about it. Do I think that what I'm doing for my job right now is ethical? Maybe not. I don't know.
I'm putting money into the pockets of rich corporate America.
I don't really know. Basically, Chorus Bright is trying to make light of the fact that they are beginning the process of what would be the most devastating stage of advertising in the 21st century.
Get into your bed and get comfortable.
At least they're being nice. They're telling people to get comfy. That's, maybe they're not too bad after all.
Watch the video. I want you to tell yourself that you want to dream about the video as you fall asleep. And go to sleep. When I see that you're in REM sleep, which is your dream sleep, I want to wake you up during the dream so that you remember the dream. Brandon, can you tell me what you were dreaming?
I was dreaming about waterfalls.
I was walking through snow.
I saw some mountain. I think it was something to do with pores and...
If and only if the people that we saw in the sleep study video were truthfully telling the explanations of their dreams and that they were seeing images related to Chorus Bright, then the whole thing was a success.
I have no idea if any other advertisers will choose to ask people to dream their ads in their dreams.
I doubt it.
But it certainly seems to work.
That's the moment that made me the most angry watching that video. Dr. Barrett is saying that she's not sure if any other advertisers would be willing to do such a thing. And then Chorus Bright decided to actually put a CGI fish egging on other companies. That's what the whole thing is. They're basically saying, oh, only Chorus Bright has the gall to do this. No other company would be willing to. We're the only cool ones that would be wanting to go into people's dreams. And here, look at this. The last frame is participate in the world's largest dream study. So what they're asking people to do there is to watch the ads themselves, to watch the stimulus video themselves. No, I'm not going to do that. Why the f*** would I do that? I'm gonna try to see if it works. But yeah, this fish is basically egging on all their other competitors and every other brand that exists to do what they did. To do what Chorus... Cut that out. To do what Chorus Bright did.
Oh, all you other mega corporations don't even have the guts to do this now, don't you? Are you guys scared of poisoning dreams?
Anyway, here's all the sciencey shit behind what they did. Alright, so I apologize that I have to get all nerdy on you guys for a second, okay? Like, I'm totally not, like, a nerd or anything. Ew. Ew. No, I'm not, I swear. Even if I did all the research for this video, I swear I'm not a nerd. So the articles I used as research will be linked down below, and honestly, I really recommend that you look at them because they are super interesting and it gives quite a bit more detail than I'll be giving here.
It's fucking terrifying.
But really interesting to read upon. So what Chorus Bright did is use this practice known as targeted dream incubation, or TDI. And according to this article from MIT, TDI is a method for guiding dreams towards specific themes. Where the ad kind of led us astray is when, during the sleep cycle, TDI actually should be taking place. So the guy in the commercial, he says at one point, I'm going to wake you up during REM sleep. So that is somewhat correct, but just to be more specific, MIT outlines that TDI is directly related to a sleep state called hypnagogia, which is also called NREM1. The article explains that NREM1 is part of a 9-stage process of falling to sleep, which is kind of separate section of the entire sleep cycle, and TDI aims to target the middle of that 9-stage sleep cycle. Once again, I'm not a scientist. I'm taking all the information from this MIT article. I'm trusting that they're telling me the right thing. What they do at this point is called TDI Step 1, which is just playing an audio stimulus piece, which is a reminder of sorts, just like the Chores Bright ad that we saw. And this audio reminder is to prompt people to think about a specific thing as they're falling asleep. And so the example that they give is, as you're entering NREM 1, the article suggests you can use a phrase such as, think of Obama playing volleyball underwater. I'm sorry. It just sounds like a shit post. But it's written by MIT. It's in the article. Obama! And so TDI Step 2 is then when they play a second piece of audio where they just request basically a dream report. Then just as we see in the ad, the subject would mutter the response as they're half awake, as they're kind of half asleep, you know. So it is a little weird that in the ad they just basically seem to wake up the person entirely, and they're just like, hey, wake the fuck up, were you dreaming about Chores Bright? MIT is suggesting that you just use an audio reminder just as you do to prompt them to dream about something. So I don't know, maybe they used a different form of TDI, but just looking at the MIT article, that seems to be one of the only ways. I could be wrong, but that's what my research told me. So the article from MIT then explains that TDI, if used for its original scientific purpose, it can help augment memory, creativity, learning, and could help people combat nightmares in therapy, which I must say are amazing feats in science. We can't deny that at all. And then they also make note that the state of sleep that I mentioned before, hypnagogia, is a me that the waking eye is unfamiliar with, so it's a version of our brains that the conscious self isn't aware of because of the limitations of consciousness. I guess I just don't really understand what that means. Holy shit, I'm awake. Andre, it's me. It's your inner self, okay? It's your inner subconscious. Probably can't hear me right now because you're probably asleep or something like that. I wrote the meaning of life in your notebook. Please remember. Please remember, okay? Please, you gotta listen to me, man. You gotta listen to me. Alright? No. So before I return to the ad, this article has a section called, Can this be used for evil authoritarian mind control? And the answer provided is not yet. So looking at the science and what Chores was trying to do with this whole campaign, I think it's safe to say that they don't have the best intentions. But I'm glad to see that a new article was just released in July about this. Now, in the article, they quote this guy named Bob Stickgold, who is a cognitive neuroscientist who teaches psychiatry at Harvard Medical School. And Stickgold is quoted to say, anything you could imagine an advertising campaign for at all could arguably be enhanced by weaponizing sleep. Now, Stickgold is also one of the co-authors of an open letter that was written to just mass corporations in the world about how awful dream incubation or targeting ads and dreams can be for the public, and this was released in June, just a handful of months after the Super Bowl. This is going to make it seem like a conspiracy theory, but hear me out. So Stickgold even warns about the use of Alexa-type devices that can potentially play ad audios during times of the day when people are mostly asleep.
It's Ford Truck Month, and if this is your kind of day.
It's nice to see that there's at least some voice of reason. I said Stickgold works at Harvard Med School, right? I swear that sounds familiar. Oh, wait. That's where our little mad scientist, Dr. Deidre Barrett, that's where she works too, isn't it? Hey, Dr. Barrett, I'm talking directly to you right now. One of your peers is saying that the tactics that you did with a big corporation is very bad. So, what the fuck? Dr. Barrett, why? Just
Why?
why? In all seriousness, I don't know if she's backed out of the campaign since then. I don't even know how involved she was in the process. She could have been there just to do those interviews. At this point in time, she could even be one of the people that signed that open letter in June. In either situation, whether she's condoning it, whether she's neutral, whether she's avidly against it, please don't throw any hate towards Dr. Barrett. There's no need for that. And there's a possibility that she is not involved in the issue at all anymore. And I don't want to spread hate towards a single individual. I want to just bring light to an awful tactic used by a corporation. Dr. Barrett could just be a cog in the machine that Chores Bright was trying to turn for this campaign, or Dr. Barrett might be completely out of the picture for the whole strategy. So it's fair to say that, hey, you know what? We shouldn't let these companies do this. Am I right? Am I right? I think so. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go unplug every electronic device that I have in my room so that a big corporation can't attack my subconscious self. Okay.
I'm gonna write the meaning of life in your notebook, okay?
Oh my god. See ya.